Hey, everybody. How you doing? This is Sundays at 6 with Dane. And, well, I would say friends because it's never just me. And that's definitely a good thing. I was going to start things off with a tune tonight. I'm going to take my janglies off, though. I've still got... there we go. Janglies free. Gonna play one of the tunes from the album, and I'm sure you guys know this one. Please shield me from the madness that I see. Pressure's got the people on their knees, now praying for forgiveness. Release me, please. You're not killing any part of me. You're not taking me out. You're not killing any part of me. 'Cause the harder you push, just feeds the fire that is taking you out. Taking you out. Hey. Awake, staring out the window. Come on, take a million pieces of me. I won't break. Suffer here in silence. Release me, please. You're not killing any part of me. You're not taking me down. You're not killing any part of me. 'Cause the harder you push, just feeds the fire that is taking you down. Taking you down. Yeah. Taking you down. Taking you down. Oh. You're not killing any part of me. You're not taking me down. You're not killing any part of me. 'Cause the harder you push, beats the fire, the fire. You're not killing any part of me. You're not taking me down. You're not killing any part of me. 'Cause the harder you push, just feeds the fire that is taking you down. It's taking you down. How's everybody doing? Yes, I feel like that is definitely going to be one of the topics for tonight for sure. But hey, everybody, how's everybody doing? This is Sundays at 6. I feel like I might play one more tune before we keep going. This is another song from the album. I'm sure you guys have heard it before. I think I've played it before on here a few times. The song's called Nothing. You look so good tonight. Why can't we ever seem to get this this right. Get this right. You've gone and wound up so tight. I hope that this lasts for one more night. One more night. The end is near, and I swear one of these days I'll walk away, and then you'll see that you are nothing, nothing without me. One of these days I'll walk away, and you'll find out you are nothing, nothing without me. Let's sit and talk it out. I can't believe we've wasted so much time. So much time. So much to think about. But all we ever seem to do is fight. This can't be right. The end is near, and I swear, yeah, one of these days I'll walk away, and then you'll see you are nothing, nothing without me. One of these days I'll walk away, and you'll find out you are nothing, nothing without me. Yeah. You think you got me figured out, but you are all so wrong. You're all so wrong. One of these days I'll walk away, and then you'll see that you are nothing, nothing without me. One of these days I'll walk away, and you'll find out you are nothing, nothing without me. Yeah. That was my pick drop. Yes, pick droppings. That's a need to happen. Anyways, yeah, this is your Sundays at 6. Hope everybody's doing good. I need to check through here and make sure I know who's on the chat and who's in and who's not. I think Mike's on here. Where's Mike? Mike's there. I know he's here. What's everybody else up to tonight? Anybody enjoying some festivities that we don't know about? I love the clapping. Thank you for the clapping hands. That's definitely. Oh, there's Mike.
You just reminded me.
I was like, yeah, we should get on
I know.
Whoa.
That's why.
What did this guy here too?
Yeah.
1 second, I forgot.
I forgot I didn't have my earphone thing in, so I couldn't hear the oncoming traffic.
I gotta add some claps here. I'm giving you 5 out of 5 claps there, Dane.
I don't mind it. I'll take it.
It's 2.5 per song.
I will take your claps, and I will. I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny. as I was hiding that I have 2 necklaces on.
Made me laugh, Dane. We're also streaming. We're streaming to Facebook. We're streaming to YouTube, but we're also streaming to Twitch tonight.
Oh, look at that little extra icon up there.
I told everybody I think it was on Friday, I was like, I'm going to get the Twitch page set up so we can use that on the Sunday. And then when I was logging on, I noticed that Twitch was activated and the logo's not there. I'm like, I did not do what I said I was going to do. I set a goal. There. I did not achieve it. I failed everybody. So I'm actually getting that set up right now. Because you can do that when Twitch is running. So.
Yeah.
So I'm here.
It's nice that it can do it on the fly.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Today it is.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Weather's been
B, can you turn your mic up just a little bit? You're a little quiet.
Then you hear the lights.
Yeah, lights.
That's fine. We can hear your lights. It's kind of like at night when I turn a fan on, even though I don't need a fan.
It's like a fan if it sounded terrible.
I don't know. It's lulling me to sleep already.
How long does it take for them to kind of settle down?
It's been varying lately. I think because of the cold, it takes longer. Or now, cold. More so, it just kind of doesn't happen.
Okay, it's the old cold fan, down. Eh?
Well, because I have the window. I've been isolating upstairs here because I've been going out and playing gigs for Melissa. Right. So I'm like a prisoner ladder? That she feeds really well. But I have to open this window all the time. It's like my door to the outside.
So that's a good cold. Thing.
Yeah. I have
and it has been cold today.
Yeah.
I'm watching the chat, and I feel like we can address the tiny little cute little footed elephant in the room. I'm gonna be a daddy, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you everybody for your messages and congrats and stuff. I definitely will hit everyone back individually, but I have to say I've been really blown away. Thank you guys all for reaching out, because I definitely was not expecting that many people. No, Mike Patterson, it's not a boy. It is a girl. I was definitely hoping for a girl. I don't want to. Maybe it's because I wear women's pants all the time. I don't, or women's sunglasses, shirts, vests. I don't know. Maybe it's that. But I definitely, I was wishing and hoping for a girl. And when we found out that it was funny because we went back for the second ultrasound to just make sure. Because I didn't want to get like fully excited until then, but no, I'm very
well, Dane,
excited.
We know you already got excited. That happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
No, fair enough. That's a good one. Okay, wait. So I want to know more about this.
I told you I'm a prisoner. She feeds well.
Okay. So the feedings, and I have to say, I've ate. What's correct there, Mike?
For past tense?
Yeah, for past tense.
Yeah, like if I think I ate.
Eaten.
I've eaten.
I have eaten.
I have eaten Mel's cooking before, and it's fantastic. So I definitely don't think you're in a bad situation.
Did she just knock on the door and then there's just
do you get fed under the door?
No, I wish it was like that because I'd want to film that of like the plate sliding through.
What if it was like
awesome.
Like a bag, like a Ziploc bag, and just open the door and just like threw it in?
Like throw it and I have to catch it.
Yeah, you're like, so okay, it's not so bad because it's fast as a day, but like
so I have
sandwich,
a catching a system. So I have like a moving blanket on my lap and they throw it and I have to like.
That would be good. Okay, so we have a debate here.
What do you mean?
We have eaten versus ate.
I don't know. Eaton's past tense.
I think eaten is. Yeah. I think eaten's probably the one.
You probably can. It probably can be both. You know, it's probably one of those things. It's probably like spelled and spelt. One of those.
But
English
then when I hear people say spelt,
because English.
Hey, here's a rule. No, here's an exception. Another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
And then if there's a C or an
okay, actually, you know what? I have eaten and I ate. I think that is two different ones. Because Mel's right. Like, I have eaten is the correct. But I think Cindy is right in I ate Mel's.
She's a great cook, though.
No, I don't know.
Good stuff. Good stuff. She made chili. I can smell it.
Thank you for changing this away from grammar. Yeah.
Deek, deek, deek.
I think it's one of those things.
Okay. I think Jen's got it right. Actually, it's eated.
It's eated. That's good. That's good.
I eated it.
We should be well into homeschooling by the time that you need that, so should be good.
Okay, Jeremy's got a good one too. I just ate, and I am eating a pork
Eating
chop.
is present tense, so that's different.
That's impressive. He just ate, and then he's like, I know I just ate, but I'm going to have a pork chop. I'm like, all right. Well,
just do that, too.
Wait, so what did you just eat before you ate the pork chop?
The old Illinois
That's what we need
dessert.
to know. Like some, I don't know, veggies?
See, look at that. We got Gemma's chiming in her. 8 eaten. I'm still confusing on this. Gemma's from Mexico. And there's times during my gaming streams where she'll be like, what is the deal with this? What's the deal with that? Because English makes no sense. If I was to teach that to somebody, I'd be like, I'm sorry, just there and red. And
I used to have to teach English to ESL students when I was in college, and it was an adventure.
Okay, can you guys maybe bestow a little bit of knowledge on the red and red? Because when is the W appropriate?
I don't know. I'm talking about the color red and like I read a book.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there a kind of red, like I read something, like I have delved my eyes over something that starts with a W?
No, not that like I can. Unless you're like wrench with the W R, but that's not
Wait,
red.
so like you can't read anything with a W?
I don't mean so.
Okay.
But it wouldn't surprise me with English. It's not out of the question. And there'd be like a silent J in it or something.
I'm feeling really sheepish right now.
All I know is there's that meme that says Pacific Ocean, every C is pronounced differently. And I think that's all you would need to write on the board if you're teaching English. Pacific Ocean. If you can understand this.
I would just like to draw attention to the fact that we are called Tense Machine, and if someone were to not know the band and just tune in, we are talking about tenses, and they'd go, okay,
really? That is.
Okay, that's awesome. I've had a problem with this since I was a young kid, though. When I was really young, I remember I had a project, and I had to do a project on some kind of an animal, I think it was, and I picked a hummingbird. I was like, I don't know, hummingbird.
I've heard this story.
Yeah, and it gets embarrassing. It does, Mike.
Should I get the popcorn out? I think I.
No. It's a quick one.
Okay.
I wanted to do a project, and this is before I have to alliterate. Oh, that little word I threw in there. Actually, I don't think it actually makes sense in this context. But I had to pick something, and this is before the internet was really like readily available, and so Encyclopedia Britannica, just to be classy.
Spank you out.
Yeah. Encyclopedia. Anyways, so I went to look up the hummingbird in the dictionary, the encyclopedia.
I remember this one.
And so my mom was kind of around. I don't know where she was in the house, but I'm reading this thing and I'm completely confused, because like I don't understand what it's trying to tell me, and I feel like there's probably something I'm lacking that is making it harder. I bring it to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, explain this to me. Like, it's supposed to be a kind of a hummingbird, but I don't get it at all. And she reads it out loud, and she's like, okay, like, the degree of moisture in the air, and she's like, hummingbird. She's like, Dane, I don't. And then she thinks about it, and she's like, hold on a minute. I thought that I was reading about a hummingbird, but I was reading about humidity. Yeah. I thought it was called the humidity, if that makes it any better. And if you can think about the fact that, like, that would be a really cool sounding bird, the humidity. Yeah. No, I don't have dyslexia. I just am less intelligent.
That's like a hummingbird and a chickadee in one.
Maybe I invented something. Like we don't know. Maybe I'm a genius and nobody knows.
Literally, this leads to the invention of the mockingjay, like from Hunger Games. We all know how that turned out.
Oh.
I hope I just didn't leave anything to the murder hornet. Like, I don't think that my mispronunciation could have gone that far. So
good thing it wasn't about insects.
That would be an amazing TV show about a mockingjay and a murder hornet that are best friends. So the murder hornet just goes around murdering everybody, and then the mockingjay just tells everyone about it. So.
Well, and can you imagine how smug?
And then if they had a friend that was a parrot as well, and the parrot just swore all the time. Be awesome. So I was also thinking when Brendan was talking about someone tuning in.
I feel like the mockingjay would just walk around with some kind of like. The mockingjay would look like one of the T-Birds, but not Danny Zuko. I threw in a Grease reference for you.
We got greasy.
Yeah, got a little greasy.
So I want to go back to Brendan's tense machine joke there. We could just tell people, if like, what kind of music do you play? And we're like, grammar rock.
Yeah. You've heard of math rock? Well.
Yeah.
This is grammar rock.
Yeah, we're post-punctuation grammar rock.
Post-punctuation. Okay.
Nice.
That needs to be either a hat or a T-shirt. I don't know
a bit of alternative learning. There we go.
My goodness.
Everyone would love that.
Okay, we need to pass. This is the only kind of information I can pass on. Patterson, the T-Birds. Am I wrong? The T-Birds, weren't they the guys in Greece?
Wasn't that the gang?
Like I think that was Danny Zuko's like gang. It was the T-Birds and the pink ladies, I think. I know that one of our peeps on here can make sure that I'm either wrong or right, but like I have to say, I was in Greece in a production. I knew it. Thank you. Yes, that was Danny's crew. So I was just gonna say that I had never actually watched Grease. I had been a part of Grease productions. Not Greasy Productions. I've never been a part of those. But I had never actually watched the show. And so Jen and I were sitting there one day, and she was definitely not in as good of mood as I was. And so I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to do this. And I think that was probably, I'm going to call that my sixth signature move. I put on a terrible movie that I didn't want to watch because she wanted to watch it. So bam.
What's the one song? Some sick bass lines in that. I had to play that once.
The Grease theme's pretty good.
What's the? You better shape up, bump, bump.
Oh, that's the one that I want.
Yeah, what I want.
Olivia Newton-John.
That one's got a sick bass line.
There's some stuff going on there. Yeah.
I went to learn it and I was like, oh, okay. No, there's some things going. I thought it was gonna be easy. It was not.
Well, some of those songs though, like
better shape up.
There's like musicians.
Cause I need a man.
Playing on.
And my heart is set on you. Sorry, Mike.
I was saying like there's some musicians on some of those songs, and you can imagine where they'd probably blast through it. Like, he's got his bass.
Got the bass.
Yeah, like they blast through that song probably like in 3 takes, but everyone just showboats if you were to take the vocals off of it.
Yeah.
Because like the first take, they're like, okay, we're learning the song, and the second, third, like, yeah, we're just gonna rip through this.
Oh, I love the delay on there.
I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't know, but I'm excited.
It's like a synth. Yeah, I don't know. The Grease thing.
Okay, honestly, that's impressive.
That's in that song. I started listening to it. I was like, no, what? Really? Yeah, it's kind of difficult to learn it.
I believe it though. Like that was definitely an era where they were paying more attention to the actual production of things. Do you guys not to kind of geek out, and this has nothing to do with Grease, but old like not oh my gosh, I can't even think of the name right now. Ben and Jerry's is not what it is, but all I can think of is ice cream. No, the cartoons.
Tom and Jerry?
Well, they were
Cat
part of it.
and the mouse?
No,
Looney Tunes?
yes.
Like Bugs
And they
Bunny?
had like massive opera stuff going on. Like if you listen to the music to some of that stuff,
the music's great in that. They put a lot of production into that. Oh yeah, for sure.
it's crazy. And that was back when I feel like they had enough budget that they were like, all right, I feel like we've got enough to pay about 50 people.
No, they did that. They had a soundstage with like
Yeah,
a
that's
whole,
just how they did it.
orchestra, and they would probably have it on a screen going and conduct it and just go through and like
Yeah.
you sit there and play it through, right?
That's how they did it.
If I could have my like, genie in a bottle wish type thing, like when everybody says, could you go back and meet, your heroes of the past and stuff, I'd love to go back and hang with Jimi Hendrix and, yeah. But honestly, I would love to be a fly on the wall in one of those recording sessions. Like back when producers had to show up at the studio in like a full piece suit.
Well, you still can, but then you spent like the whole budget. So.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Oh, but
because the suit would be on their bill.
Oh yeah, you always charge to the band. But as far as the live orchestra thing, there's the what's it called? There's like the movies live or video live thing. As a lovely wife and I have gone to a couple of them. We went to Jurassic Park and Ghostbusters, and she's been to like Harry Potter and
where they do the music live.
Yeah, they do. They have the orchestra there to kind of do the music live,
Rings,
and it's super weird because I remember with the Ghostbusters one, because like Jurassic Park, you know what to expect because you know the Jurassic Park thing.
Yeah.
But with Ghostbusters, you're not thinking that much about it, and then like there's a lot in the score for like every film, and because of how good it sounds in there, and because of the way it's played against the movie, it never feels like awkward or like.
So they play it with the movie.
They play
on
the score
screen?
against the movie.
Okay, that's kind of
and that's
amazing.
why like she's been to a few of them, and yeah, when we went to go see Ghostbusters, I was like, because again, Jurassic Park was awesome, but the Ghostbusters one, I'm like, okay, like it'll be fun to go watch Ghostbusters, and yeah, I know it sounded awesome. I want to say too, watching Ghostbusters, because if you watch movies from the 80s and 90s, how many jokes probably don't land very well these days?
Yeah, I just rewatched
there's a lot
the
of
original
stuff.
Ghostbusters, and there's a few like some of the stuff with Janine. I was like, "Woo, you would not get away with that now."
Get away like unless you're Simpsons, Futurama, or South Park, or like one of those kind of sheltered ones. It's like a lot of those jokes don't really land very well these days. But
No.
Another one is, did you? I don't know if you guys watched Vacation with Chevy Chase. That was one that I watched the other day, and I was like, wow, there's a lot going on in here that would just not fly today.
These days.
even from 10 years ago, even the video for Porn Star Dancing, kind of. I'm looking back at that, I'm like, that doesn't go down so well 10 years later.
That was a different time with some of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the norm for a bit, and there's still a place for that on the internet. But
there's
just without music.
No, but I think that's a really cool thing. Like I didn't know that they had the movie playing with the music.
Score. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there's
awesome.
there's a lot of movies that I would love to see, like even some scary movies, because if you think of what it would take, because if you listen to some of those scores, all those sound effects and stuff like that, like most of those were at that time recreated, like actual live.
The sound effects and Foley, like that's still in the film. But as far as
okay, so
yeah,
it's
but as far as
just
it's just the score.
The music.
It's just the score. Yeah, and like the main Ghostbusters theme, they didn't do that. Like that was in the tracks. There's some stuff that was in the tracks. But
this is one I would love to see. This is my buddy Ricky. Good to see you, buddy. The old, that would be amazing. I was thinking of a couple others that I think would be awesome to have the music for. Is that something that's still going? Like, is that an ongoing thing?
Not right now, but it would have been going.
Not during COVID,
not
but
2020'd everything. So
Melody Beveridge just said Jaws.
Yeah,
I feel like Jaws would be a tough. Really?
Yeah. I'm sure that they did that one because like there's probably more score in there.
I think they did because I think I saw the ad for it.
That was the first thing I thought. Is I was like, how much score is really?
You'd be
really
surprised. You'd be surprised, like how much is in there. Because again, with the Ghostbusters one, it's like you didn't think about it because it was subtle, like especially under some of the dialogue, and you're just like, okay, well, there's music on. You notice when it's done, sort of thing.
Yeah, we used to play it when Phantom Menace came out in high school too. We even like it seemed like it just came out, and we would play that in concert band in high school.
In high school?
In high school, some of that stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah, just for the big.
I feel like in high school they were trying to still get us to play like Hot Cross Buns.
I was just thinking, I'm like, I don't remember doing anything like that. I'm like, I stopped music in grade 8.
Like B, you had a lot of other talented guys in your group, right? Like you had other guys that were kind of like musician in high school.
Yeah, I had a crew of musicians. Actually, I had a band called the Slate View, and we were like pretty prog rock. I don't know. It's sort of interesting to go back and listen to it because we recorded a couple times, and one of the guys put the recordings up on the internet, so you can go listen to it, and it's still there. I actually looked it up yesterday. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's still there, and it is. And you can listen, and it's like 15, 16-year-olds rocking out. But I was like listening back, and it's kind of a mess, but some of it I'm like, this is
not
stuff.
bad.
This is some good things going on in there, and we recorded it in Peterborough at James McKenty's place, actually. Sound on sound, and so we all had our own little isolation booths all in a row with windows so you could see through. Yeah. But yes, there were some talented mofos. The concert band from my high school had some talented like horn section in it. That's why they were able to play, Phantom Menace, like Star Wars music.
That brings me to something that I did want to talk to you guys today, and bring up as kind of like a topic. I wanted to talk about like your first recording experience that you can remember, honestly, and not taking out any bad parts. So like if you were recording in an outhouse just because it sounded good. Where and Mike, I think I know your first recording.
I'm trying to think because like I had been recording bands and stuff I've been playing with like since day one. Because like it started. Okay,
but you told me a really cool story about a mattress that you like you had to put it down to.
Well, yeah, like my old bedroom at my parents' house because like I didn't have space to like really record, so I like got rid of my bed frame and everything, and they're like, okay, and I just had my mattress like up against the wall, like the super budget Murphy bed, where you just like put that up against the wall because I had my drums and stuff in there, and my punk band would just practice in there, and I had my computer and I would record in there, So it's like I traded the space of my bedroom for using that as a jam space.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the second floor of the house, and I remember once because we were loud, and I remember like, because it was one of those things where like the room's not much bigger than my office here, if you guys can imagine that, and. Like after like the thing is when you're a punk band, it's like your set's like 17 minutes for like 30 songs.
It's like 30 songs, yeah.
Yeah. And I remember like after you're done, it's like the window's got to open and it's like you got to get some air in there for a second for me, take another run at the entire discography.
You were playing drums or bass, Mike?
Drums.
Drums.
And I remember one time like I forgot to close the window. And I can only imagine like the whole neighborhood probably just like, all right, free concert. Like it'll be over by the time you complain about it, but that was 17. So
that's awesome.
And eventually siblings moved out, and then I could shift things downstairs. And then the other part of that story too, because there's 2 rooms in the basement side by side. So like now I've got one room that was my bedroom, but like 3/4 of the room was like my desk for the mixer and everything. And then, long story short, they ended up putting a hole in the wall just below the baseboard so I could run cables.
Just so you could run
cables between the rooms. Because I could have ran them under the doors and it would have been a big deal. But, like, opportunity presented itself to put a hole in the wall.
Well, it's like exactly. How long is it going to take someone with, like, the boring bit on their drill to be like,
that's the thing. Because, like, we had guys get some work done in the basement. And I mentioned to the guys doing it, I'm like, can you just put, like, a hole right here? And I kind of had to pull a fast again. You ask permission or you ask forgiveness, and I was just like, put it like lower than where the baseboard is, so that if there's a problem with it, just put the baseboard over
cover it up,
and it's all good. And that was the sell. Because I remember my parents were like not too happy about that, but I was like, it's fine. It's like it's not even there. It's not even there at all.
Check this out. That's the baseboard.
Yeah, so I ran my cables underneath it, and it's like you fast forward 15 years, and they're less mad about it, but I had like the other room was like my jam space and recording. I actually made some records down there too. So
that's very. What was your first recording?
Here you go. There's a link for it.
Oh, seriously?
Actually, that's not the first one. That's the second one. There is a first one, and it's basically these songs without vocals on them and like less together. But I have it on a CD somewhere here. I do actually have a physical copy of the first time, but this is the second time.
Okay, man.
But this is
that,
like...
You just one-upped us.
This is like 2001, I think. Something like that. But that time was the first time that I was like, we did a real thing. Wow.
I know that feeling. My band in high school we were called Left Yesterday. And Mike, you know Deve. She was our drummer, and my buddy Joey was the bass player. My buddy Nick was the rhythm guitar player, and our first recording was in Toronto, which we thought we were like the coolest.
Big time.
Oh yeah, like the Cats pajamas didn't even fit on us. We needed like the Cougars onesie. Okay, that's a terrible analogy, but anyways. We showed up to record there, and I just remember Edwin's bass player, Kenny, had like a rehearsal space that was right beside the recording studio. And the recording studio, if any musicians watching this, it was the rehearsal factory at Jarvis and Front. Am I right on that one?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the loudest place that you could think to record, and I think we recorded 4 or 5 songs in like 3 days or 2 days or something like that. And I do still have, I still have like a box of CDs that we didn't get through, and I went to hang out with my old bass player. And it was funny. We were sitting as if no time had passed. We were trying to strip the what's that stuff they put on the floor before you put carpet down?
Subfloor.
It's like a glue, like some kind of glue. Oh. We were trying to strip that off his floors, And after a while, we were like, man, this is going so slow. He was like, what if we just dump ammonia all over the floor and then just kind of scrub it as quickly as we can before it gets bad and then run out?
Even that plan on paper before it gets bad.
So
the most impressive,
yeah. How long do we have?
Impressive
Not sure,
thing was the fact that we actually had two men over the age of 30 mentally going through this, and we both decided it was a good idea. I don't think I could sing a high note for a couple days after that, because we dumped it and started scrubbing, and we're scrubbing trying to hold our breath. And then we both realized that we forgot to open the window. So then we just had to run out of the top room. And it was, of course, in the top room of his house. So we had to run down the stairs. And at one point, I'm like, somebody needs to go open the window up there. And so it took two of us going up. Like, he came up, kind of half got it open, and then had to run down. And then I ran up and kind of half... Not to do this, but... I'm bringing a child into the world. So it's a good thing that I learn these things before that happens. So I consider that a good thing. But yeah, so left yesterday. That was our first recording thing. And I remember Diane's mom came and picked us up. And we completely Chris Farley'd the back door to her van.
Oh, no.
Because it was left open and caught on the door of the recording studio, and it completely bent back. Luckily, none of us were dumb enough to go, what'd you do?
I was just going to say.
But, yeah. Anywho, I was thinking of maybe playing a tune. I was going to give people a choice. I was going to say, because I played those other two, how about Don't Want to Fight or Freak Like Me? And we can give him the choice.
Give him a second. I wish you could put polls up. Because at the end of StreamYard sessions, you can ask for things. I'm gonna ask them to include polls. I think polls would be...
Because you can do polls in Facebook Live, can't you?
You can on Facebook, but I think you'll implement that.
Because you can do this.
Yeah, they got that. Polls? That's still there.
Yeah, that's still there. Why can't you do a poll? Instead, just have a poll come up.
That was the top of the list of things that could be done.
I love the fact that I think at one point I did learn how to do that, and I forgot already. We've got two Freak Like Me's, and we've got one Take Away the Pain. Gemma, I definitely am not saying I won't do that one.
And we got Patterson's asking for Mudvayne.
I don't know what Mudvabe is.
Mudvabe.
I don't know what Mudvabe is.
Mudvabe.
Well, that I think maybe he's saying Mud Baby.
Yeah, maybe.
Is that Yiddish?
We'll have Mud Baby. You know?
I think that might be Yiddish. Okay, you know what? I have to say, Mel just voted in, and
early voting.
What the ladies want, the ladies get. And when I say ladies, I mean the ladies that encompass these three dudes.
Mel happy so Brendan can eat.
Please. So hungry.
That's very true. That's very true. All right, well. Oh, I knew it. I knew I would do it.
Because of the guitar pick that fell on the ground?
Oh, that's right.
Remember that? Remember that part?
Yep. Well, I was being dramatic. That was... Well, now it's dramatic because I can't actually find it.
Oh, here, Dan, I have one for you.
And it's dark.
Okay, thanks, dude.
Here you go.
What does that one say?
All right, cool.
Oh, that's a cow
Sounds
one.
good.
How about some Tortex, bud?
You know, the funny thing is, the pick that I was playing actually was one of the ones from when you did Gig.
Oh, shine on. Shine on. I think that's what it says on them. Here, I got these ones.
Oh yeah, let me take one of those.
Banjo
got
one.
that.
Oh,
I was looking.
Almost
just.
I was
Mike,
looking for that one.
You just about made me touch it. That's just gross.
Here's how we clap now, Dane.
Oh man,
the banjo picks.
Banjo picks. I still definitely have like a lot of my dad's banjo picks. and funny story, his banjo strap was my strap for, gosh, like I think the last 15 years.
Which one?
It was the one that was on the Valley Arts.
Oh.
Yes. It lasted good. It's still sitting upstairs
the red
waiting
one,
for...
right?
Yeah, the red guitar.
Red leather. But wasn't the strap red leather?
No,
and it had super little thin like strip?
That was a different one. Oh. That one took its beatings. But Mike, are you pick searching?
No, I was getting the pick back out again. We got these from 89X.
And I think Hoogie made them.
I think he did.
Yeah.
But just in case
the other
anyone's
side,
wondering, it's blame 89X and their poor sense of humor.
It's such a good one though. I drew a top hat on all the ones of those that I have. I think they're all sitting at Jen's place because who'd Okay, I like this question. Who would I want to duet with? Past, present, male or female? I'm going to go female only because I'm trying to think of like... Although, no, that's not a good example because the one that Saint Asonia did with Sully, that was an awesome two-dude duet that sounded wicked.
A dude duet.
A dude duet. Dude duet. Dude duet. A dude duet.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Failed.
Anyways, but no, I'll pick female. And not in our style of music. If I was doing our style of music, I would say, I guess, Amy from Evanescence. Just because, to be honest, like, that's...
Ooh, what about Dorothy? You know who Dorothy is?
Okay, yeah.
Dorothy would be awesome.
Well, and didn't... I'm trying to think of the bass player from...
Greg.
Yeah, it was Greg that played with Dorothy.
That played in the original Dorothy.
Yeah, he was one of the original members, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
On behalf of Dane would like to do a duet with Lizzie Hale so that Hailstorm brings us on tour.
I was going to say...
And then RJ can finally get me hooked up with Pearl Drums in the US. So, on behalf of Dane, that's who Dane picks.
Well, and honestly, I do
selfishly.
very much, well, not selfishly. I very
no,
much
on your
do
behalf,
that.
selfishly, you would say.
Okay, yes,
yes. So you can go on tour with Hailstorm.
You selfish.
I'll go with that one too. I love Hailstorm. They're great people. So let's say
good
Hailstorm.
people.
I'm going to stick with that one, yes.
Forget I said Dorothy.
If I was...
Forget it.
I can't not say this. If I was doing something like
they're racing the email draft right
now. Or you know, folk or something like that, I would love to have done something with Phoebe Snow. Like an acoustic habita. Phoebe Snow would have been a cool one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those who don't know, look them up. Okay, that would be cool. Janice, yeah. That would be definitely cool. She drank whiskey though. So I don't know if that really fits. I need somebody drinking some clear liquor cuz I feel like Janice would have got me in trouble. So we have had overwhelming requests. By overwhelming, I think there was like 3 at least. Freak Like Me. Shibby Do. cross. I'll be the one who meets you. It's too late to turn back now. Show me what you're made of. Is this what you're afraid of? Tell me your secrets. Don't stop until you're done. Show me what you're made of. Never meant to free like me. Free like me. Show me what you're made of. This is what you're afraid of. Tell me your secrets. Don't stop until you're done. Show me what you're made of. Never meant free like me. Free like me. Free like me. I breathed again and again because I don't know if anybody else is having massive allergy issues lately, but
It's the Rona.
no, if it was the Rona, you could just stick something like, oh, what was that?
I was playing bass when I was jamming along on my.
You should just play that. You don't.
I was gonna say that, guys. This is the announcement. I'm not playing a bass guitar anymore. It's just a keyboard. Sounds pretty sick.
Oh, it sounds gnarly though.
It's all about downsizing sometimes. You get those two basses, and you could just bring one keyboard, like a small one.
Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna break a string.
No, because you just need the 11 notes anyways. It'll be fine.
And the thing's only $400. If you break it, just buy a new one.
Let's get another one, and it's just be easier. Put it in your backpack.
It sounds gnarly.
Yeah, it sounds. Actually, you see that it's the Novation base station. You see that and hear that on all kinds of recordings.
Like a station for
White
bass.
Buffalo.
It is. It's a little bass workstation. You get some bass done. It does other things, not very well, but just bass.
Is it going through your preamp thing, or is that just in the air?
No, it's going through the whole rig.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's going through pedals too, just because, like, I may try to sneak this in on stage at some point because I have it worked. So I just have a line selector pedal, and you just plug it into it, so you can have the bass guitar and this.
I think you should strap it to your back so that you can just put your hand behind your back and start doing that warblies.
What if on the other side of your bass was the bass station, so you could just flip it over?
Just fake it.
So the pictures...
Just take the pickups and the strings off of the bass and just just screw it right onto the bass.
So it's like a keytar, but it's shaped like a bass guitar.
Okay, I have an idea.
So the pictures still look good. They're not ruined with the keytar.
Because I feel like when live shows when live shows come back, we need to get really, really ahead of things and be edgy. So I feel like I need to get a vest made that has like Bluetooth MIDI on the back, and then instead of me and Brendan doing like the back-to-back guitar thing, I can just lean my back to him and he can play bass on my back.
Wow, bass back stage.
This is a selfish thing because I feel like I will get a slight massage.
Brendan would also have the backbeat
on.
So there'd be just chaos going on.
No, Dane
and then I could get a floor tom and put it at the front of the stage and then just hit it.
I've never seen that before.
I would just do that.
I think, Mike,
and then confetti cannon.
We should get you like a significantly bigger top hat made that has a backbeat built in the top. So you feel Brendan's
real skull shaken bass.
Yeah, just instead of face melting, you'll be skull shaken.
Just brain melting.
And I'll get my boots. My boots will be made with Brendan's with Brendan's bass. So those boots are made for walking, but that's actually not what they'll do.
No, they'll do something completely
unexpected. Just so everyone knows, if we do a pre-sale for a next record, it's not all going towards backbeats and a hat with a backbeat in it and boots with backbeats in the boots. We are spending it on making a record. We're not going to be spending it on this stuff, on live show production.
No, fair enough.
Key pieces that we need.
Those kind of things will definitely come out of investors.
Whoops. I got stuck in the profile here, but it totally is.
Totally is.
Oh, and it comments it to everything.
If you blast it out there.
So Zuckerberg and that's awesome.
Oh, it changed the picture.
I love that it pops up as different
pictures.
It
did. It changed the profile picture.
Changed it. Look at that.
It's so pretty.
System works.
Systems.
I just love having control because when I put this through the bass amp, this little keyboard just shakes the house. I had it with Andy on a gig, and there's this one it starts at nothing, but as you bring it up, like that little section right there when that comes in, it's just such a low shaking frequency that you'll be like, holy crap, what is that? So in between songs, it's kind of a cool little effect, right?
I feel like if you were a single dude and you could create like an app that would hijack like Alexa or like the Bose or the Kronos or whatever those systems was, when you came into, like, if you're having a date and the girl's like, oh, well, do you want to come up? You want to come up for a coffee? And you go up for a coffee and you just hijack the system. So it starts playing like really low notes like that. And that's like intro music. So it's like you're entering the wrestling ring of sorts. But like, wow,
or you could just bring your own bass station.
Yeah, get your own bass station.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm just gonna make myself more comfortable.
Build it into a vest.
Around?
The first thing I'm gonna do when we get off this is be like, Dad, how can we make Brendan's backbeat into an entire vest that?
I will say they already have that. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but for VR and gamers and stuff, they do have the vests that actually.
Oh, because when you get shot and stuff,
and for producers for electronic music, there's an actual one for that, and it's made for making music, so it replicates because I guess when you produce that music, you have to know when what you're doing hits the subs. That's a big part of that because you're going to listen to it in a place with subs. So that.
Well, yeah, you don't want the brown note coming out in the wrong spot.
So I need one of those vests now. Like this just isn't enough. This little vibrating
that
track.
Is just a gateway drug to needing the vest.
You should see what this thing does to the backbeat. I thought I broke it the first time I did it. It really shakes it.
It's funny because all we hear is the. There we go.
Shouldn't do that too much. It probably will break it.
I want to get like a Batman belt that has one of those. Mainly so if I get too close to like people that have COVID, it just starts like.
Well, there's already
run.
There's already the app for that, so.
Yeah.
Well, there's the app, but the app doesn't shake your entire body.
No, it just probably beeps or something.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I want it to be like Call of Duty.
Well, you can
where you can feel where it's coming from.
Email your MP, your representative, see if they can fix it. No exposure detected.
But you have to have.
I don't even want to pull mine up just in case something happens on the way up to the screen.
But that would, if you tested positive, that would, you'd have to enter a code and you'd have to register with this thing. So if you just don't register, then no one will know.
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys just catch the like massive long growling of my tum tum?
No.
Oh, it was a long one.
Sounds like you
have
like. So on the topic of the COVID app, I'm just waiting for like when April rolls around, and it's just like your taxes are due.
Hey,
you have not filed your taxes.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Wait, that's when you file taxes?
You should have them paid by the end of April.
I'm kidding.
Just saying. I'm self-employed.
I am kidding.
It to file mid-June in Canada.
Well, you wouldn't want to become a member of default.
I'm not sure
Get it?
One works. I'm not sure that one works.
That's a terribly awesome joke.
Canadian jokes.
Okay, fair enough. Well, those in the States, look up a band default and then you understand my joke.
What is going on here?
It didn't really make much sense anyways, but still. We will get hoodies soon. Well, I don't want to say like soon, but like in time.
Merch is tricky. Merch is tricky.
Well, we're kind of working right now with basically gauging things on how things are going.
Yeah, and
we don't want to promise things that we can't send. That's definitely a first.
So people know like you can do made to order stuff, but like sometimes it takes forever to get to people, and also like to do made to. I talked about it in the live stream yesterday, but like to do the made to order stuff like properly, you should order some of your own pieces to see how the prints are and stuff, because it's like
you never know how it's.
You're at the mercy of it. But with hoodies especially, like hoodies are expensive, and usually the minimum run that you need to do, it's like it's awesome if you got 3 or 4 people that want them, but like you do need to get a good number together. So it's easier when you're on tour because you know that you can get a certain number already together and get out there. This is the boring business end of bands. It's like, how's the music going? It's like, you mean the spreadsheets? That's all music is for me these days.
You mean the traveling cotton salesman job I have?
Yeah, it's just spreadsheets.
I actually like the sound of that. It sounds really comfortable.
What are you? Oh, I'm a traveling cotton salesman.
Well, if you get stuck out in the middle of nowhere, throw some of your merch on you and you sleep like a baby.
Well, that's what bands do, and they're
I
clean
never,
clothes.
well, and that is true. I never delved into the merch because I was cold. We never had to. Our biggest problem was being too warm.
I would say with the hoodies, like that was one of those things. I know we're back talking about hoodies again, but it's just like when we got the big heart dead set hoodies in, everyone was just like, yeah, I want one.
Yeah, definitely want one of those.
Yeah, I want one of those.
Yep. Hoodies are great though.
They're
amazing. Everyone loves a hoodie. Even when you're in areas of the world where it never really gets cold enough to wear a hoodie, they'll still be like, I want a hoodie.
Yeah, I constantly... I don't think I ever travel without a hoodie.
Who does?
It'd be funny if somebody was watching this not knowing what a hoodie was. They'd be like,
well, no, maybe if
like
we're talking about a toque, eh?
Because
the Americans would be like, what do they mean by a toque? Oh, yeah, so he's got his toque, eh?
Well, and they always say a beanie, but I find that our definition of a beanie is a different thing. Our toque is a toque, and a beanie is a beanie. But
beanie's a hat with a little propeller on it?
Yes, scarves are definitely the same, Melody said. Scarves are always the same. Cindy asked if we play poker. No, I don't think any of us really play poker. I don't.
I could, but
I thought you were a blackjack man.
Yes, but that's not really like a sit around.
I like some video poker every once in a while. Thanks, Bob.
Really? Oh, okay. Then I'm the odd man out. I don't know how to play poker. I know how to cheer for people playing poker.
That's true.
And I feel like that's where my
and then I'll be saved.
My talent lies. Oh, did I cut out? Oh, B's cutting out. But yeah, I'm a cheerer of bettors. I like playing slot machines for like 5 minutes and then I get bored.
And then I'll be saved.
And then he was saved.
I chime back in and it's just been for 5 minutes now. So.
Oh, that's good. So I feel like we're kind of at that time, boys. I was going to play one more song to kind of lead us out.
It's chilly time for me.
Thank you guys all for tuning in for the live stream. All the questions, all the funny comments, that definitely makes our day. And to be honest, it makes it more enjoyable for all of you as well, I'm sure. So don't stop coming on and don't stop believing. I had to say it. It was just so easy.
It was so close.
But yeah, it was so close. Make sure you go and find us on YouTube and Spotify. Make sure you what's the share. No, I say share every time. Follow. That's what I mean. There's so many buttons. Just push the right one. You guys know the one to push.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe. Thank you, B.
End broadcast. No, don't hit that button.
See, I have to be honest. I think that Mike or B should do these send outs because
here's a button.
That's a good way to do it. We should make like all the links to all our socials just come on that. And then I don't have to mess up and say share. Anywho, don't miss Wednesday night. Wednesday night, I'm guessing anywhere between 8:30 and 9, but typically 9. Your Wednesday night group.
Brendan's got his live stream or his classic albums. Not this week.
No. Oh, you don't this week?
Oh yeah, because things are because Ontario's all Ontario'd right now.
It's the groove. That's what's coming.
Shibby. That's some.
All right, well, see you
that's
Wednesday.
That's some serious Wednesday night groove.
Brendan Base Station McMillan.
Yeah. The BA Stage. Yeah. So.
I kind of have a B stage going on right now.
Oh, I don't. I tried to trim mine off because the light just makes it look like I have one regardless.
It does.
It's just there.
It's like you have a permanent Montana kind of.
I have a permastash. I need to actually shave it. Yeah, I don't like it. But that being said, I'm going to head things out. This one is for Dino. This is Dino's favorite tune. Oh, that was good. We all went the right way. I'm so tired of all of your games. Why can't we just believe in the same things? Every time you look that way, I feel like we'll never be the same. Been here before. don't wanna fight on my own. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. This is your Sunday nights at 6. Make sure you check in on Wednesday for your Wednesday night groove at 9. And I hope you all had a good night. Enjoy your week. Shibby. Yeah, I hit the wrong one. But I hit the right one after. Oh, I took my headphone out again. Well, oh, the fun.